So we've got her halter off. That was a fairly good lunge.
Text reads Mel's Blind Life, the YouTube channel all about blindness. Mel, a lady in her mid-20s with dark brown hair, stands next to a bay horse. Now, Mel sits on the floor in front of a couch where two yellow Labradors, Darcy and Penelope, are sleeping. Next, Mel stands next to the Golden Princess cruise ship. Then, two cats, Sam and Xenon, sit beside each other.
Hi everyone, it's Mel here, and welcome back to Mel's Blind Life, the YouTube channel all about blindness. And as you can see by my background, welcome to a paddock vlog. It's a Friday morning. I'm here with Camille, and I'm going to be doing some working with Maggie this morning. So she's standing right behind me here waiting to get caught. So I will catch her and then we're going to do some work with her. So, hello, you're right there. In her current paddock, not only do we have the gate, but we have this piece of string that sits in front of the gate to keep her off the gate and stop her from kicking the gate and damaging it. So I've just unhooked that piece of string off the gate, and one of the two most scariest parts of my morning is I've brought it over here and I'm just tying it to the pole above the electric fence so that it doesn't fall. So my horse is right here. Hello, horse. She knows I've got a bag of carrots in my hand. I'm going to throw the rope over her head. She's trying to get the carrots. I'm not doing this very well. Nah. I'm going to give those back to Camille so that I don't get bitten. Thank you. So I've got the rope around her neck. I'm going to bring the halter up to her nose. And just put it up. Flick it over her neck. And tie it up. There we go. Good girl. All caught. You want to go do some work? Yep. All right, come on then. So we are walking up the laneway. We have caught the horse, and she's still dressed in all of her rug and everything. It's just quicker and easier to take it off down at the round yard, and we'll see when we get down there, won't we? Yes, come on, it's not eating time. So now we're up at the yard. I have today brought with me my bridle, a lunging whip and a lunging rope. I'm going to see what time it is when I'm finished just giving her a quick groom, when I've got her coat off, and depending on that will depend on exactly what I do with her, whether I do lunge her or not. I would like to get her bridle on today and do some bridle exercises, but it really just depends on how she's listening to me and what time I have. Because I'm here with Camille, I don't have a lot of time. I've only got really about 3/4 of an hour to do some work, so that may not necessarily provide enough time to lunge and do some bridal stuff. So we'll just see what happens. So I'm just taking her rug off now. This is actually her summer rug, and if Camille could please describe to us the color of the summer rug, because I forgot, and those of you who are blind or vision impaired haven't had this rug described to you.
Well, it's basically, it's got a blue check with a lighter blue gauze, which allows the air to go through and keep her cool. Yeah, that's basically it. Blue and white check.
Yeah. And this rug is good for the summer because it keeps the heat off her, and it also stops the flies from tickling. So it's a really good summer thing. And so now that's off, and she's also got a new fly mask as well, Camille, with big eyes. If you could describe the eyes on the fly mask, please.
Well, it's like a cartoon character. It's a beigey coloured fly mask, and then right in the middle are two blue eyes looking quite with a surprised look. So, an attempt at being funny, I guess. I'm not quite sure if I think it's funny or silly, but that's just my opinion.
Well, my opinion is definitely that it's silly, and if it wasn't for the fact that it was the cheapest and most practical mask in the shop the day that I bought it, I wouldn't have bought this particular one. I would have got something a little less ridiculous. So I've got her rug off now, and I'm just going to give her a quick curry over and a quick flick with the hard brush. I'm not actually going to put her saddle on today, but she's had that rug on and hasn't had a groom since Tuesday, and it's now Friday, so she just needs a quick once over just to get some of the loose stuff out of her, and I'll check in with you guys when this is done. Walk on. Walk on. Good girl. Walk on. Good girl. Good girl. And top. Top on. Good girl. And walk. Walk on. Walk on. Whoa. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Good. Walk on. Walk on. Walk on. Walk on. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, not that way. No, 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 no. Good girl. Okay, and up. Up on. Good girl. girl. And walk. Walk on. Walk. And whoa. Whoa. Good girl. And walk. Ooh. Good girl. Good girl. Come. Come. Good girl. That's better. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. And walk. Walk. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Try something new? Yeah? Ready for a new exercise? Alright, come. Come on. Good. Come here. Find down here. Call up.
Maggie. Oh. Excuse me, Maggie. Right, frog in my throat.
Find her.
Okay, I'm here.
Would you please grab her bridle for me?
Okay.
So we now have the bridle and the weird surprised eye face mask back on. I put her face mask back on because there are flies aplenty and I don't want us to get too bugged. And so now we're going to walk into the middle and practice some bridling exercises. Walkies.
This way, Mel.
Wide open
Yep, stop.
spaces. Pull up. I love wide open spaces. Not. Because they're so easy to get lost in. Reins over the head. Now, you're going to be good? That looks like a yes to me, doesn't it?
Can't tell with those surprised eyes looking at me.
Woo. Woo. Very good. Move away. Very good. Ready? Woo. Very good. On the other side, Camille can actually describe what's going on for you.
I don't know. I'm not a horse person, in case you haven't guessed that. Using the bridle and then pulling it gently to encourage her to move left or right accordingly. Other than that, I don't really know.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. And now I'm going to change things. Where's the other rein? Oh, there. Right. So now I've put both reins in my hand instead of just the one. I'm going to ask with equal pressure, good girl, her to move back. And again, equal pressure, both reins, and the horse steps back. Perfect. Good girl. And then where's the mounting block, please?
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. Wait. Forcing the mounting block. And I'm got my reins tight. Not too tight, just have a light contact on my reins, and I've got my hand on my horse's neck on one side with the reins in my hand, and my other hand is sort of in the middle of where her saddle would be. I'm going to step up. The first step. Good girl. And I'm standing now on the first step of the mounting block, and I'm just stroking her. Good girl. I've got contact with my reins so that if she was to try and walk away, I could tell her to stop. Woo. But I am also just constantly reminding her woo while I'm standing here. Now, one of the reasons why I haven't ridden yet is because I have a major fear when I'm here on the mounting block. I am scared whenever she moves because I feel like if she moves, I'm going to lose my balance and fall. I'm also scared when I'm on the mounting block because unlike when I used to ride 2 or 3 years ago before I got Maggie, I can no longer see the ground. So standing here, to me, the only things that exist right now is the bit of mounting block that my feet are on and her body. And that is a very scary position to feel like you're standing in. Woo. So what I've been doing over the last week or two is I've just been getting her, woo, at the mounting block here and standing her still until, and just stroking her and scratching her on her withers here and just trying to get my confidence of her at the block before I try and mount up. So, good girl. She's getting impatient, so I'm going to step down. Good girl. Good girl. And obviously, where are you, Camille?
Coming around back.
Obviously, she's a little bit tickled by the flies today, so I'm not going to make her do this for very long. I'm just going to pat her for a second. I'm going to step back up there now for another 10 seconds or so, and then we'll be done. Woo. Woo. Gather my reins. Good girl. Good girl. I'm going to step off. Good girl. I'm going to give her a carrot. Good girl. And we're done for the day, I think. So we're walking back to the paddock. That training session went fairly well, I think. I don't know, did it go well? I managed to stand on the mounting block without having a massive panic attack, which is a good start. What do you reckon? Did you do good? She said it's breakfast time, Mum. Just cut the crap. So I hope you have enjoyed this barn paddock vlog, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.